Did you know that by the time you reach the age of 80, your muscle mass might have already decreased by as much as 50% compared to your younger years? This alarming condition is called sarcopenia, a silent yet devastating disease that strips millions of seniors of their independence. In fact, over 50 million older adults are currently affected by it across the globe. And because of weakened muscles, more than 300,000 seniors end up in the hospital every year due to falls. But here's where it gets truly eye-opening. Research published in the Journal of Physiology has turned the tables on what we used to believe: that this kind of muscle loss is inevitable. There are people in their 70s who not only maintain the strength and mobility of someone half their age, but also look the part. While most of their peers struggle with simple daily activities like standing up from a chair or climbing a staircase, these exceptional individuals continue to live independently well into their 90s. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, hiking up mountains, and even playing sports competitively. If you've found this interesting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more health-related content like this. But what's their secret? The truth is, around 93% of seniors are unaware of the habits that could either significantly delay or completely reverse age-related muscle loss. According to the experts at the Mayo Clinic, these crucial habits exist, but astonishingly, most doctors fail to inform their elderly patients about them. Even more surprising, advice from many doctors actually contradicts what research from institutions like Harvard Medical School proves to be essential for preserving strength with age. That's why you need to pay close attention. The very first habit we'll discuss is probably something you're doing wrong every single day. And this simple mistake is silently accelerating your muscle loss by activating certain genes that would otherwise remain inactive. Correcting this one behavior could be the difference between enjoying a strong, independent retirement or relying on others for support. So make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for future episodes. And before we dive in, drop a comment telling us where in the world you're tuning in from. Ready? Let's begin. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to how and when we nourish them. Gentle, well-timed stress, like moderate exercise or intermittent fasting, can activate powerful longevity genes, such as FOXO and sirtuins, which help preserve our precious muscle mass. But ease into it. Start slow. The goal is helpful stress, not overwhelm. One of the most overlooked tools in maintaining muscle is protein timing. Many seniors worry about how much protein to eat, but science now tells us that when we eat protein is just as important. As we age, our bodies develop what's called anabolic resistance, meaning we don't use protein as efficiently. Researchers from the Journal of Nutrition discovered that spreading protein intake throughout the day, rather than eating it all in one large meal, boosts muscle growth. This means aiming for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal, not just loading up at dinner. That morning toast? Replace it with eggs or a protein smoothie. Lunch and dinner should include lean meats, beans, fish, or lentils. In fact, a 12-week study from the University of Texas showed seniors who used this method gained over a pound of muscle without changing anything else. But food alone isn't enough. Vitamin D, known as the muscle vitamin, is vital. Over 80% of older adults are deficient. Scientists at Harvard found that vitamin D activates genes responsible for muscle repair and growth. Those with optimal levels had 25% more muscle strength and better balance. But here's the catch. Aging skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight by as much as 50%. That's why most seniors need between 2,000 and 4,000 international units daily, far above the standard 600 IU. Include foods like fatty fish, fortified dairy, and egg yolks, and if you can, get 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun. But don't forget about vitamin K2. It ensures calcium goes to your bones, not your arteries, preventing harmful buildup. This balance between D and K2 could be your secret to aging strong and safe. Always consult your doctor for a proper blood test to determine your need. Because aging isn't just about time, it's about timing everything right. To prevent your muscles from gradually wasting away, it's vital to maintain your vitamin D levels above 40 milligrams per milliliter. But let's move on to rule number 4, managing inflammation on a daily basis. One surprising thing about remarkably strong elderly individuals is that they all share low levels of chronic inflammation. This phenomenon, now recognized as inflammaging, quietly eats away at muscle mass. It not only speeds up muscle breakdown but also blocks the body's usual muscle-building response to exercise and protein. Even if seniors eat well and stay active, high inflammation can sabotage their muscle health. According to a major study from Tufts University, seniors with the highest inflammation lost muscle 3 times faster than those with low inflammation. So, what do superagers do differently? First, they prioritize quality sleep. They go to bed and wake up at the same time each day and sleep in total darkness. This stabilizes their immune system and reduces inflammatory markers by up to 40%. Second, they focus on gut health. As we age, our gut flora shifts in a way that can fuel systemic inflammation. Superagers eat more than 30 different plant-based foods per week, and they include fermented options like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut that are rich in natural probiotic. They also eat plenty of fiber, feeding their healthy gut bacteria. Third, they manage their workout intensity smartly. Moderate exercise is their baseline, with brief bursts of intense activity just once or twice a week, helping their bodies stay strong without overloading their systems. And finally, they fight inflammation with powerful nutrients. Omega-3s from fatty fish or supplements, turmeric and curcumin, green tea, and antioxidant-rich berries are part of their daily routine. One study from the University of California even showed a 29% increase in inflammation due to changes in gut bacteria over just 12 weeks. To monitor inflammation, a simple blood test for high-sensitivity C-reactive protein, or hsCRP, is all it takes. While the average senior has levels 3 to 5 times too high, superagers manage to keep theirs below 1 milligram per liter. This low-grade inflammation is the hidden enemy, and managing it could be your secret weapon for long-lasting strength. Most people think muscle loss with age is just about shrinking fibers, but that's only half the story. The real problem often lies in the fading connection between the brain and the muscles, what scientists call the neuromuscular junction. Think of these as power outlet. When they begin to weaken, especially after 60, no amount of exercise or protein can fully restore function. That's why superagers, those aging exceptionally well, focus on keeping this connection strong. According to research from the University of Michigan, superagers have better neuromuscular control than their peers, and it's not by luck. They practice coordination-rich activities like Tai Chi, dancing, tennis, or even ping pong. A 2020 study found that doing such activities just twice a week helped preserve these brain-to-muscle pathways by over 30%. Supplements can help too. Alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl-L-carnitine protect against nerve damage, while certain forms of vitamin B1 and traditional herbs increase the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Breathing techniques like box breathing stimulate the vagus nerve and improve communication between nerves and muscles. And there's even more. Keeping your brain active with puzzles or memory tasks also strengthens these neural highways. Thanks to research from Columbia University, we now know that mental workouts have a direct impact on muscle control. So if you want to move well, think sharp, because your muscles listen closely to your brain. The greatest difference between frail seniors and incredibly strong 80-year-olds often comes down to one habit: resistance training. And not just any training. According to experts at Tufts University, this is the most powerful anti-aging intervention ever studied. But superagers don't go about it the conventional way. Instead of repeating the same light routines, they use structured, targeted strength programs that challenge their muscles consistently over time. Here's why that matters. After age 60, muscle works by the rule of use it or lose it. But to really maintain and build strength, you must gradually increase the load. Doing the same exercises with the same weights won't cut it. In fact, studies show that 2 weeks of high-intensity resistance training, to the point where you can't do another rep, can create more muscle gain than 5 weeks of lighter activity. Why? Because it activates muscle protein synthesis for up to 72 hours. Superagers also focus on full-body compound movements like modified squats and rows. These exercises recruit more muscle fibers and stimulate stronger hormonal responses than isolated moves like bicep curls. Importantly, they track their progress and embrace what's called progressive overload, slightly increasing weight or reps each session. Another key element? Eccentric training, the slow, controlled lowering of weight. This builds muscle with less joint stress. And here's the good news. Even people who start late in life see results. One groundbreaking study from the University of Alabama showed older adults gained 35% strength and more than 3 pounds of muscle in just 12 weeks, along with improved brain function, stronger bones, and better blood sugar. Yet many seniors avoid strength training, thinking it's risky. The truth? Avoiding it is far riskier. Resistance training is essential for preventing frailty, falls, and loss of independence. If you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. Build a habit of progressive resistance training. Start small. Seek help from a trainer if needed. Just 2 30-minute sessions per week can slow aging and dramatically enhance your quality of life.